Ari's one of those champions where first glance you're like, Talia kind of ruins your day, but it's, as we've seen many times, you have so many ways to get around. Yone is another example that is actually hard to find.
Doing the grubs. Doing the grubs.
Hambak isn't 6 yet. I think he does really want to hit it, but doesn't look like he's going to be able to. And with Prio roaming from top as well, Morgan does have his ult.
All right, we're just going to face check it. Somebody has to, but that means that Paulo probably dead, able to get a knockback here on Lahens, but the ult goes in, and so does Closer, trying to make something of this, but Lahens is wasting so much of his time. Finally, they do take him down, but Hambak will go down as well. It's a 3v2 in favor of Nongshim, and they will take control of the grubs. Should be 3 to them.
Yeah, I did question the decision to go for that, and after seeing that skirmish play out, I do not stand corrected. Particularly with, like, Morgan, his ultimate is obviously insanely strong, but without Hambak, you don't actually have that much setup at all, right? This is an interesting game. I feel like in our first series of the day, we had comps that were very clearly tailored towards one thing or another. I feel like both these comps, like obviously Nongshim is just, it's died. It's very straightforward. And both of these two teams have given off a lot to be excited about. And then some things that maybe not so much, as we are fighting again, but this time Hambak does have his ult.
Lahens kind of like walked in there. He's like, hey, I want to take a fight. And he died.
He did.
Because of that. So, Charm going to land here on a Gideon. He's also in a lot of trouble. The pick potential showing itself. Oh, the equalizer has to be flashed. As Morgan also going to flash away from just Fisher.
Gideon, though, he would have burned to a crisp. That is, oh, actually, Nongshim, I was about to say, bro should be able to get something on the grubs here, but the retake comes through. Gideon's flash, I imagine, sustained off of a jungle camp, now makes his way back, and it's going to be 5 grubbies going over to Nongshim here. So even though the fight didn't go their way, the extended trade, I think, still quite even, but it's Closer picking up another kill. They will spot this now. Paulo should be enough, although with the TP, I'm not so sure. It's still Poppy, though.
They're going to go in. I mean, it is just a level 6 Poppy. Can they take her down? Where's the damage? Not quite there. Finally, they do take him a Jiwoo. The stacked turret damage just 2 shots him. And yeah, as you said, don't do that to Poppy.
The world is now... We're going to keep getting these fights. Both teams are very happy to just roll into one another. It's 4 versus 4. Neither King nor Morgan will be joining as they don't have TP. That's Asriel.
Okay, well, they're going to engage on a Poppy again. We'll see if it works out. He's got Locket this time. They finally take him out. And there you go. Poppy's gone. Hambak's in a rough spot. He's going to be taken out. And all of a sudden, what was a 4v4 turns into a 4v2, except Fisher goes in. Oh, the stun! They both got stunned on the rocks! And now Jiwoo hyping, or just flashing in on a hype, just going to take him down. Runs away, and they forgot about Talia, didn't they?
Currently sitting on 3-1 on the Kaisa.
All right, well, Closer's trying to take it into his own hands, and this time he is going to dodge the rocks, and Fisher doesn't have flash, so he's just dead. Nice little shutdown, goes over to Hambak.
Ooh.
Nice little pick.
Yeah, definitely good. Giving more gold over to this 2v2 of Wukong and Ari is kind of what the comp is centered around, so gonna be feeling great for them. As we do have now the Herald being taken by Gideon. I don't think there's anything that they can do for the first.
Closer hanging around for quite a long time. Going to pick up level 12. Gideon gets the Swift Heralds. Like Ari, who's, you know, trickstering around.
I mean, we even saw Closer like very deliberately take a specific angle there, right? To get out the E, and then once you're around it and Closer hits the skill shots, there's nothing that you can really do. This is a second-tier charge to come through here as well. Now Morgan should be able to clear out this wave, although he doesn't have his ult just yet. Yeah, actually, with ult, I think he can clear that, but instead it's going to be an inner given over. Nongshim getting a lot of gold on the map here.
We're going to do it, and then we're going to turn, and then they try to turn, and they already took way too much damage, and it's just...
Again...
Or they try to do it, and they die. And
it's an AoE shred. Like, think of how good... In some metas, what was it called? Not Locket. What is it? The Aegis. Shield of the Aegis? Aegis of the Legion? I don't know what it was exactly. As but
yes,
you know,
I remember, yes. The Shield of the Aegis.
Yeah, the aura item that gave him Aura's.
Ardent Sensor.
Why?
That's a kill onto Mbessa. Look at this. The follow-up is huge too. Lahen's burning so far down. Even the Malignance damage helping out, and Noshim, they were not ready to take that fight.
Visual Otacon angle this time around. I do like the contest though. Fisher still has his ultimate and like the turn. Now I don't know.
Not sure about the ult. I mean, they might have enough damage, though, to take out Palu. Ult comes down on a Gideon, and now that's your jungler gone. Desperate to try to contest. They're going to stop and reset it.
They got a dip.
Yeah, they got a dip now. You can see the health bars now are gone.
That's successful. That's good enough.
Abyssal Mask.
No. Supportive jungle item.
Huh. Well, we'll have to think about it. We got more fighting. Palu, he's just going in. He's a true Giga Chad. He doesn't back down from a fight, and he's going to live. Hambak, though, getting pretty low. Going to save a second ult, but Kingin able to set up the kill on Hambak here for Jiwoo, who has gone very deep and might be traded back, and yes, he will. Morgan and Closer just burning everyone once again, and even Hype won the fight against Mbessa, against Kingin, and Bro take another big one away from Nongshim.
Well, they get it.
And they're just going to get it. Yeah, backs are stopped now from the side of Nongshim.
Nongshim, just let it go.
They're too late.
Just let it go.
TPing.
Just go to Dragon.
They're TPing.
Just go to Dragon.
They're TPing into the fight.
It's fine. You can cancel the backs. You get the Dragon for free. Well, not for free. You pay with Otacon buff, but...
Got him. Stop the back of Palu. Huge.
One is not enough to make you lose the game, but if Brion now force a good fight and then get Nash off of that, that will be...
Yeah.
That will be enough.
It's very important to note that timing because it is possible to get Otacon and not have it interact with Baron at all.
Yeah.
With Ezreal, with Rumble.
Just don't flip it.
Well, they might. A lot of damage coming in.
Just
that
turn.
is the Taliacon. Here's the turn, and the Wukong with the Coles as well over the top. And a lot of flashes come out. They avoid a bunch of damage. Morgan will get reset, but already Lahen's is down. And they are looking for more. Hype with the red buff really wants something more. They're only going to get Lahen's, which is nice.
Start it up again. Well, actually, close.
Low on health, yeah. Yeah, don't remember exactly what it is. Let's see the ult now from Palu. Nice dash from Gideon, gonna dodge it. And now you gotta turn, But in goes Nongshim. They're trying to isolate one target, and they will take down Hambak. And look at the Baron. It's so low, but Nongshim, they're being shredded by an Ezreal and a Rumble. The Harpoon gonna land, but Jiwoo will back down from this. And he's got Kingin with them as well. And they turn the fight in a huge way. So many low health bars.
Oh, if it doesn't... Yeah, I think they should be able to get it now. Unless?
Unless? One Q? One burst? No, it goes to Kaisa. So there you go. Nongshim with the clean Baron. Nothing to see here.
If he keeps his E and he plays it a little bit slower, they can't do Nash. Soul or triple Drake. Cloud Soul as well, or Cloud Dragon, setting up for a possible 4, which I've been seeing a lot of the, the speedy Halo Blades Cho'Gath. I don't think it's the end of the world, but that topside play not working out does cost them. Still, they're able to get Soul Point for themselves here. We have Jiwoo, who is getting very close to his Zhonya's. Items across the board looking good here for Nongshim. And it's going to have to be a kind of a Hail Mary pick for Brion, I think, because even though I think that the champions on their team still maintain a lot of their power, like playing out just straight front to backs into the amount of dive that Nongshim have is going to be...
I feel like he is
sometimes
slowly hitting his barrel arc,
I think he always, like, thinking back to early Legends as well, he's always been...
Yeah.
Just hasn't quite hit the peaks of barrel.
I feel like we're hitting new levels of, like...
Oh, yeah. In he goes.
All right, there you go. There's the pick, but he's got Zhonya's, and that's a pretty good ultimate to come in. But the knockback from the Talia is huge. In goes King and finds the backline. They get the 1 kill, but look at the health bars of Bro. They're all so low, and they're being burnt down. Morgan desperate for something, but he can't do it alone. And there you go. He gets taken out. It's only Palu, and it's 40-second death timers. I think they can just end the game.
That one is going to sting for Bro. Felt like this game was looking pretty good. And then Nongshim just kept fighting and fighting and fighting. 16-15. A bloodbath of a game here, Feldes. But Nongshim going to take the 1-0 leader, only a single game away from eliminating Bro out of the play-ins.
And that would be crazy just like that as Gideon bounces out of his chair.
As much as I love both the color coordination and like the wild nature of the Nongshim comp, like looking at your lanes, so mid lane will be fine. Top lane I think will be really, like it should be, but if you ever lose your flash, you are cooked.
Yeah.
And actually is level 2, but the timing doesn't seem perfect here. And Hamburg is level 2. I think Lahen's hard.
It's just gonna kill him! He's just gonna kill him in the jungle! As River Shen just finds the jungler, ignites him, and kills him. Just like that. Lahen's first blood. And now they might be able to trade it here on the Kingen, who just waits and tries to hook shot away, looking to try to trade, gets a shield, and the dive. Doesn't quite work out yet, but they're waiting for the reset.
He's level 2.
He is level 2, and he's feeding off of the potion here. He's going to flash away, and Hype, no! Oh, he lives! Hype is alive. He's totally fine, but more importantly, so is Kingen. Third time's the charm.
Surely now he dies.
Surely he dies. Okay, he dies, but so does Palu, but it's an execution.
Oh, I could see Lahen's giggle. You can't giggle there, Lahen's.
He's not going to be taking over the game, but he's definitely in a much better spot than the Camille right now, as Gideon getting on in there. There's a stun, the flash forward with the old Fisher, lining it up, and they'll take him down. And even the kill is going to be given over to Fisher. Gideon
doesn't have flash, so...
Yeah. Fisher, though, I mean, he grabs the root, and now over the wall they come, and yeah, he's dead. But it looked like maybe he was going to get... That's such a Lahen's maneuver.
Did Lahen's just... Yeah, he just dubstep ignited, just walks up.
Yeah.
Ignites.
Just keeping him around.
His hype is cleanse and flash. I don't think he should die.
Might be able to get something. I mean, Lahen's might just be able to kill him by himself. If he doesn't flash, absolutely, and cleanse.
Being Hambach in this game is such a nightmare. Because...
He's level 4 to level 6.
Yeah, after that... Well, you're also Zinzao.
Or...
yeah.
Against double giant spell. Yeah, he's...
Well, Tunneler is a really strong component, but I do think that he is kind of cooked, unfortunately. And Lance is 6 now as well.
Yeah.
We're gonna be getting some great team fights here from Brion, because otherwise things are looking dire. Closer is fed, so that's something. Well,
I mean, Hype's had his moments.
This skirmish has got to work out.
We're trying to get in onto the Shen, but Hambach doesn't really do much. Okay, nice flash on in. Closer gonna get it done. As Fisher gonna throw his ult in. They look for the trade, and Fisher, he's still alive towards the end. Eventually he does go down. Gideon might just be unkillable. So they just say, okay, abandon that plan. We're not killing the Sejuani.
I think his heart still... I think I heard a heart still proc there.
He must have it by now.
Can they? Yeah, they should get this. Yeah, there you go. For a stack in the pocket. The fact that it takes so long for Fisher to die there is... it's not good news. TP, whereas Closer does. So theoretically, they could get a man advantage. But...
I think Gideon can just kind of walk in. Lahen's, though, different question as the ult comes in, trying to peel as Palu gets low, has to flash out of there. Lahen's also just going to burn down. And the Shen is gone without using his ult. Didn't have flash. Lahen's gets caught, and that will be the dragon over to Bro.
Yeah, Lahen's a little bit too close to the sun there. Felt safe. Was not. Because Gideon is a raid bus, but Lahen's is...
a raid bus. I love that. Here comes Gideon again. And he's got Shen. You know, the respawns come in. And now Kingen coming in. They're just bullying him now. Hambach dies for the 3rd time. And the dragon actually goes to Nongshim. I stand corrected.
It also devalues the work that you did for this play as another engage.
Yeah, it's Camille Sejuani. Guess what? It's stacked up, and Palu is in a lot of trouble, and maybe Morgan too. As Lahen's, he's just trying to get Morgan, actually. Not going to hit him. As Morgan jumps over the stun.
That's well done.
Taunt.
Yeah, jumped over the wall there a little bit as well. Actually using Lahen's to taxi out. Could have been worse.
Pretty cool. You know who's having the most fun in this game is Jiwoo. He has not really interacted with anyone at all.
I thought you were going to say Gideon. I feel like Gideon.
Well, yeah, I mean, sure.
Well, we all know it's Lahen's, the actual answer. Because that's just, he's playing Shen.
Well, it's Fisher's turn to play Bullet Hell. The ult is going to land here on a Hambach, but the fear will not. Hambach is just turret diving and dying. Closer as well. That's a big shot. And he is going to take a bunch of damage, but at least they get the kill. And Gideon is just hanging out in between the turrets. They zone away Hype, who unfortunately can't do anything in this game. The opposite experience of Jiwoo.
I know. He doesn't need to. Again, he's playing for Lahans. Sejuani.
Speaking of which, here's Lahans, and we've got 3 people diving the turret, and guess what? It's Gideon who's tanking the turret this time. He doesn't die to turrets ever.
Rated that you're a raid boss and you can basically just do whatever.
I think, it goes back to that art conversation we were having, it really depends on how you interpret the situations, how it affects you. Did he? Yeah, he did. He
No!
Well, it was a nice try, Chronicler. I really, yeah, there's D gone.
He knows.
His hopes are D down the drain. One time for the Giga Chad army. Kingans just hit the turret.
They're not buying it.
I mean, it takes forever, You can't just do Otacon. That's not the way it works.
Closer, you need to hit it.
I just got here. He was stuck in traffic.
Oh, the init's gone. Yeah, flip the game. Flip it. Do it. Wait,
flip the game. Flip that. Wait, where did Palu go? Okay, we're just flipping it. There you go. He got it. No. No shame. D-Gon's gone. Rest in pieces. Flash into Hybe's. Yeah, that's the most impact he's had all game. Kingan comes in. He's got a Shen on his back. And the game is over, Chronicler. It's over, D-Gon. They can get some withdrawals here. They might not end the game right now, but it's still over. All right, some kills, some 200 golds are going to be given over to the side of Bro. But we all know where we're at.
The no-shame throw at Baron?
Imagine if Bro got Otacon, by the way.
Now then they could have fought their way back into the game for sure. Yeah. Why, by the way? That's still, I don't get that. Why that's a thing?
Yeah, I don't know why that is either. Jiwoo, okay, closer.
Please.
It's his moment to shine. Oh, he's just getting ulted and feared. Oh, God, look at the damage. Hambach is already dead. The wallets are huge. Kingan is taking a lot, though. They're going to trade it back, but I just don't think it matters. The wallets here are just too big to handle. Hype is trying his damnedest, but it's not going to work. They're going to take them all down. Palu, the last one left, just going to get ulted for good measure. Why not? Stop the back. He's not going to do anything anyway. And they have Baron.
Lahans still has his buff as well, as does Jiwoo, as does Gideon. And I think that unfortunately for the Bros, they didn't really feel like winning today. That's going to be the only reason.
They've looked so good recently.
I know. Hambach having an absolute clanker as well.
Oh no! Hambach
doesn't kill Fisher.
Just no, stop bullying him.
Oh no, look at Hype.
Yeah, it's pretty over for them. But Gnome-Shim 2-0.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.